Day 3 of the detox. Last night was yet again a difficult night as far as sleep goes. Sleep was escaping me despite yoga, despite meditating, despite reading, despite taking a warm shower. I did everything within my power, and yet there I was, wide awake as soon as I put my head on the pillow. I think that this addiction that we form with medication makes it very difficult to sleep naturally. It does set us up to always have to reach for that. Now, the flip side is, what do you do when you can't sleep? I had a really profound discussion with someone who deals also with insomnia and anxiety, and we were discussing what comes first. Is it the lack of sleep that leads to anxiety, or is it the anxiety that leads to lack of sleep? And we haven't concluded. We're trying to figure it out. We want to get to the answer. Is it spiritual? Is it your environment, or the people you're around, or your closest relationships, which unfortunately we can't always reach for those. Half the time people don't even understand that. And yet we have individuals who will say, and I used to be one of these individuals, don't take the medication, and be very judgy. But yet, who is there on the opposite end of that phone call when you're having a panic attack? Or who won't judge you if you act out of character because you're angry, or you raise your voice or get upset and it's an actual anxiety attack? Who's going to be there when you can't drive because you can't see straight, and now you're on the side of the road and you literally, all you want to do is connect with the breath? And it seems simplistic. It seems like it's something that should come natural. I do think sleep should come natural, and I don't think the answer is in a pill. I don't think the answer is always reaching for people, but we cannot overlook the formative years. Basically, from a cognitive standpoint, a child goes through sensor motor skills development from 0 to 2, then pre-operational from 2 to 7, and then concrete operations begin from 7 to 11. Now, that's just the cognitive side. Then the personality begins to develop from 0 to about 1.5. The autonomy, or how they experience shame and doubt, happens from 1.5 to 3. The guilt and learning about those things happens from 3 to 6. And also how they view themselves, if the world sees them as superior and inferior. Then in addition to that, we have morals that we're governed under, which usually occurs from 0 to 7, and whether we obey and whether we agree to those individuals around us. And that's determined by parents. It's determined by peers, like siblings. It's determined by cousins. And oftentimes people are experiencing trauma, and those traumas linger on throughout adulthood. Well, it might not seem like this is about the detox, but it is. Like I said initially, I'm detoxing all of my thoughts. This is just to give you an iota of what goes on in my brain, and I'm working through it all. But today I'm going to start off with my Parasite Cleanse tea. I am looking forward to drinking this, as this will be pretty much my breakfast. So I will be signing off with that said.